Hey, good Tuesday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update with a sign of spring, brought to you by Lush Lawn here in Michigan. And we have a mild day today. Temperatures in many spots, most all spots, will make it well above the freezing mark. Give you time to chip a little bit of that ice and compacted snow off the driveway and sidewalk, and then here we go for the storm system. So everything pretty much looking on track from what we talked about yesterday. One thing I want to talk to you about is this is a two-wave storm system. So one wave will come in, that is tomorrow and tomorrow night. A second wave will come in on Thursday. The second wave, as we talked about yesterday, as I talked about yesterday, trends south, and that one will mostly miss Michigan. And that's what keeps, I think, Michigan out of foot-plus snowfall totals. I think there's going to be a lot of 7, 8, 9-inch totals in the south, and I'll show that to you here as we get into it. So winter storm warning in the pink counties, basically Lansing to Jackson, south and west, Kalamazoo, and into the far southwest corner. A Grand Rapids area, you're under a winter weather advisory. What's the difference? Winter storm warning in this time frame usually meant for 6 inches or more of snow. Winter weather advisory, 3 to 6 inches of snow. East side of the state, the National Weather Service out of White Lake, what we call the Detroit office, is only going the winter storm watch so far, but that'll be upgraded to a winter storm warning in probably most of those counties by the time we get to noon or so, something like that. All right, radar so far, you got a good travel day today. Nothing on radar. You can just barely see the storm starting to form down in Missouri, central parts of Illinois, and thought I'd show you the satellite picture so you can see that, yes, there is a storm out there. Plenty of moisture feedback to the south and west, and that is what is going to be heading our way. All right, let's get into the models. I would tell you that the models are very similar now. The European, the GFS. Soon, in the next 12 hours, maybe this morning's run, we get to jump to a better model called the NAM, North American model. It's a shorter term model. We get to jump to that. And then eventually later today, we get to jump to the high resolution rapid refresh model. But for now, we're using the GFS and the European, and both of those very similar. I will show you. Now, as far as on the positions and the development and the timeline of the precipitation, we'll use the European because it's similar to everything else. So this is this evening, 7 o'clock. We're going to have rain developing. Hey, everybody's in Florida. I see Ellington. Good morning, Michelle Ross from Newego. And good morning, Marilee Cook from Manistee. Scotty Penrod, thanks for watching. Therese Stepansky, travel day tomorrow? No, not a travel day tomorrow. Hey, good morning, Russell Rogers, Kalamazoo. You're in the winter storm warning. Michael Todd, here we go. Let's get to it. All right. So this is tonight, rain. And then this is tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. So the cold front coming in from the north and west will cool us down, and that will bring us snow by the time we get to tomorrow morning. And then during the day, tomorrow, that's when we have the solid snow. You could see the darker blue, the medium blue. That's from the thumb through Flint, down to Lansing, Kalamazoo, and the far southeast. Hey, good morning, Marty Wenzel. So by late morning, early afternoon tomorrow, the snow storm is going in that blue area. Saginaw, Grand Rapids, snow covering the roads, coming down, and then north of about Clare, you get little, if any, snowfall. Here is tomorrow evening, and the snow still coming down in Detroit and Ann Arbor and Jackson and Lansing and Kalamazoo. You're going to hear those cities a lot because that's where the snowstorm is. The rest of the area can handle the snow. Well, even the south can handle it because we're in Michigan, but it's the heaviest snow. Now, that's the first wave, and you can see it move off Wednesday night and Thursday morning. And then you'll notice the second wave developing, And one thing I do want to point out is that we could get thunderstorms to the south, and oftentimes that robs the north side. And so I believe that that's what will happen. So this is Thursday, midday. Light snow still falling in Detroit, Ann Arbor, Monroe, even lighter snow, Lansing, and up through the northern part of the Thumb into the Saginaw Valley. And Grand Rapids, you might be done with it by midday on Thursday. And it just keeps continuing to pivot through the southeastern part of the state on Thursday. And by Friday morning, it's done, with maybe the exception of some lake effect snow in the Thumb. All right, let's look at the GFS. Same kind of deal. Here's first wave Wednesday. It moves it to the south and east, and then it takes the second wave much farther south, so it would be an inch or two lighter. Steve O'Michael, do you think Muskegon area will see the lake effect snow? No, I don't really think this is a lake effect snow situation much at all with a northeast wind. Trying to fly out of Detroit Thursday morning, good luck. Probably not happening with the way they handle snow there. Not good. All right, so here is the European. Now, this is the ensemble mode. This is what I like. And you'll see that the GFS, very similar to it. So take the purple line, the purple area. That's the 6-inch line. That's Benton Harbor, St. Joe, Kalamazoo, maybe St. John's to Flint, to maybe Huron County and southward. That's the 6-inch or more snow. So not 6 inches in Saginaw, not 6 inches in Grand Rapids, not 6 inches in Alma and Ithaca. And look at the taper off. And then as you go to the south, I think 9, 10 inches, pretty good bet. You see some 11, 12, 13s. Possible, but I would not focus on that. I think I'd plan on about 10 inches in the Detroit area, 10 inches in Ann Arbor. This is the GFS model. Let me scooch it up a little bit for you here. This is the GFS model. And, we usually knock it as not being as accurate. But once we get to the short term, it does quite well. And look, it is very similar. Farzene, Abedi, hopefully I got that right. Ann Arbor, you're looking at about 10 inches, plus or minus an inch. So this is the GFS, same deal. Let's focus on the 6-inch line. Benton Harbor, Kalamazoo, north of Kalamazoo, south of Grand Rapids, Flint, far southeastern Saginaw County, in through Caro, and then southward. And it's calmed down now. Remember, it had 20-inch plus amounts. We said don't rely on that, and it's calmed down back down to 11. So we got ourselves a good solid snowstorm. And here is that NAM that I talked about that we'll be shifting to, but it only goes out 60 hours. So that's only through the middle of Thursday, and it looks very similar as well. So in other words, things are quite consistent. I'd be surprised if we have a real big surprise here, either high or low. Ramona Hughes, no, I did not say 10 inches for the Flint area. I would say Flint is probably definitely at least 5, probably 6, maybe 7, and a slight chance at 8. So probably about 6 or 7. Kalamazoo on Friday, Tammy Fackler. After a 10 to 12 inch snow, things don't just miraculously improve, I would say. Metro Airport gets about 10 to maybe 12 or so. Can basically expect more than 1 to 3 inches of snow. Michelle Bockhart, I would say no. That's probably about it. Total for Lapeer. Hey, let's go back to the map here and give some folks some numbers. And we're going to use the European ensemble mode. I think it's the most stable type thing. And let's see if we can zoom in a little bit for you here. Bear with me and I'll answer some questions. We'll take a look at it a little bit closer. Again, really no big surprises. Then I want a guest to close out my weathercast. I got a guest. You know how it is with snowstorms. You wind up with a basement full of grandkids, right? All right, so somebody's asking about cold water. Cold water, you're in the thick of it. I'd say you'll have 10, maybe 11, maybe 12. Katie Link, Davison, Grand Blanc area, I would say 6 to 8 inches, probably leaning on the 7 or maybe 8. What about the thumb? Well, there you see it. It'll taper off. Tip of the thumb, you only get 3 or 4 inches. Let's see. Flying home Detroit Saturday afternoon. Yes, David Steffes, I would say if they're not good by Saturday afternoon, they are lousy. Heading to Milford today. How much there? Diane, Milford is clear today. Greg Favero, he says, I'm his second favorite TV5 meteorologist. That's because he was a TV5 meteorologist. I'm guessing he's his own favorite, but maybe somebody else. I don't know. Frankenmuth, Nancy Angle? Probably 4 inches at least, maybe 5. Dexter, Ann Arbor area, Krista Moss, looks like you should be 9, 10, 11 inches. Lansing, Chad Funnel, probably at least 8, maybe 9, slight chance at 10. Will Mid-Michigan, Saginaw get any snow this week? Saginaw, I would call it probably the northern extension has kind of expanded north and west, so probably 3 inches, maybe 4, maybe if you're on the southeast side of Saginaw, maybe 5 inches. Jackson, Terry Calkins, you're right in the thick of it. You get 10, 11 inches or so. Snow day in Auburn Hills, Greg Favero? Yes. How about 2 of them? You probably got a bunch of kids in your basement too when that happens, right? Ionia, looking at 5 to 7 inches, somewhere in there. How much in Augrey? Not much, an inch or so. Oakland Township, Bethel Weinman, Oakland Township, I would say you're looking at least 9, probably 10, and maybe 11. Hey, Greg Favero's students are watching with him. All right, learning something about meteorology. Tell them about the baroclinic leaf and 500 millibar vorticity, Greg. That's your homework for today. Southernmost Hillsdale County, you're going to get socked. You're going to be 10 inches to maybe a foot. If there's a place that could get 12 or 13, would be Hillsdale and Monroe. Michael, Predmore, you'd be in that. If you could get a foot, it would happen there. Okay, Lapeer. Sorry, Frank Milky. Lapeer, I would say Lapeer, you're probably at least 6, probably 7 or 8, somewhere in there. All right, now I want a grandkid. Mima, can I get a grandkid over here to close it out with me? You know, probably. The question is, come on up here. Here's Mia. Yes. All right. We got the grandkid duties today. Do you like snow? Do you like snow? Yeah. Do you make snowmen? Do you make snow women? Yeah. Okay. What are you and Mima gonna do today? No. Can do crafts, huh, for Valentine's Day. All right. So I'm watching the weather. Rest assured. Here we will have to take a break for, I think, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and grilled cheese and macaroni and cheese. But we'll keep you updated. Thanks for joining me and Mia on the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Lush Lawn. Look for a lot of posts on the storm system. I think it's pretty stable. I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of surprises from here on out. And please write that down, that we are not always wrong, as some people say. So take care. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Hey, bye, Greg Favero. You're my second favorite TV5 meteorologist also. Bye.